Hello everybody, it's Marnell from Miemie's Keepsakes. I am here today with a bit of a different video. I am knee-deep in organizing and rearranging my space. I have to apologize in advance if everything is a little shaky, or maybe if I move too fast. I have the camera in my hand, so it's not an arm like it usually is. So please forgive me for that. So this video is about my table where I do recordings. So at the moment in the rental house that we're in, this is the only spot that I could find that is away from the hustle and bustle of the house, far away enough from the kitchen so I can't hear the noises, and is next to a window. It's in our bedroom, so it's not ideal, but for now it will work until we're back into our own house. But I thought I will take you along into just making this space a little bit more practical, and as well as the room where I actually do crafting and work and back up packages and stuff. But we'll start with this because this is the most critical, I think. So I thought maybe I'll start with what is not working on this table, rather than just jumping in and taking everything off the table and making everything look neat and tidy, and then just end up and running into troubles again. So the first thing that is not working on this table is this area here. Usually I would, video here, say for instance I use the inks, I use it and then I just pop it in there as quick as possible because I just need to finish my recording, and then afterwards I don't go in there and clean it up again. It just sits there, and as you can see I store my inks upside down because then your inks last longer, but there's no way of knowing the color of these inks, so I need to do some labeling on them and find a solution to put these inks, store them better. Then the other thing that's not working on here, let's stay with what's not working. This is not working. I cannot get these out of there. I had them on top, but then I have the same problem with the inks. And the reason why is my husband made me this tray, and it is obviously higher than that, so if I want to use it before I start recording I have to take it out, put it over there, and then use the stuff that's inside. And then as you can see, stuff inside is a mess. It is usually same thing, I'm just throwing everything that's left at the end of a recording in those two containers, which is obviously not working for me because when I'm doing a video and I need to go in there, it's a mess, not working. This is a good solution for little things, but I need to be more tidy on that. So another bad habit that I have is to, like I said, if I'm done with the video in this space here, I just kind of pop it back into containers, and it's not necessarily where it should be. So I need to be more purposeful when I clean up and make sure things are put away. And then on this side, I kept this because I didn't want to add too much stuff on this side of the table, because when I'm videoing I have books and things that there's a little scissor, see, and that's what happens all the time. I will be recording, put the scissors down, put papers on top, and then I can't find the scissors or the glue, whatever I've lost here. That needs to be fixed too. And these little trays, I love them. They are great for when I'm videoing and I just want to put like a couple of things and I want it to look a little pretty, and I know I'm going to use ribbon, but again, at the end of videoing, I need to put this back where it's supposed to go, and I don't do that. Then this area here is not utilized efficiently, so I love this little jewelry tray, but as you can see, there's little drawers in here that I actually can use, that I don't even think anything is in there. Oh, that one has ribbon in there, don't know why. See, so I can use that better. Okay, and then I'll go here to my cart. My cart used to be very efficient because I had only the necessary tools in here, nothing extra. But as you can see, over time it has overflowing. I need to take care of this, just edit it again so I only have the things that I need. Yes, I do need this many glue sticks because you won't believe the glue sticks always run out when you are recording. Don't know why. Then the part that's definitely not working are this. I just put all these scrap papers in here. So again, it's good for when I'm filming to reduce mess on this side. But at the end of the day, I need to do something about this and go sort them. Or leave it, because it is handy while I'm filming if I need a book page or anything like that, but I think it's too much at the moment. I can't get to the bottom of it. I think I need to make sure, oops, sorry for my finger, that it doesn't go more than this. And then at the bottom here I think that works relatively good. I usually put the books that I use the most and that I might need during recording. I've put in there, like my Sears Roebuck I use a lot, and then older books and this images in there. So I do that, really works. The other thing that works well, let me just move things, I'm sorry. The other thing that works well is this tray my husband made me. And I have 2 of them. So when I'm recording, say for instance, I'm busy doing a journal, I would just put everything for that journal that might be lying here. I'll put it on the tray and just lift it up and put it on the bed. So this helps to get the clutter off the table. At the end of the day, I can just put it back, and tomorrow I can finish recording, and in between maybe do a different recording, if that makes any sense. So it's just these 2 trays. I will just change around whichever project I'm working on. Then this little thing is amazing, but it only works when you put your stuff back where it belongs. So what I have had in here before, and like I say, it was just perfect, is the little clicker for to start my camera without touching my camera, so it doesn't make you guys seasick. And I had paper clips here and just little things, little buttons and things. So I need to refill this again and maybe paint it. I would like it to be white to go with everything else. And so yeah, this is my table. At the back there, that black is just a tile for making the sound better. I might cover that in a white or a beige cloth just to make it look pretty, and maybe add some things that would inspire me up there. I'm not sure. Don't want it to be too busy. Then the plant I had there died, so maybe I need a new plant. The rest of it works well. I have my arm here and then the 2 lights there that I can use when the light is not good, when it's gloomy and dark outside like it is today. But recording from this side, the lights made a glare, so I have to just shut them off for now. So I am going to start cleaning off my table and then see how far I get with the process. Oh, the other thing I missed was I love having this here. So I have a jar here with just threads that I use a lot, and then a big jar here with little pieces of fabrics and laces that I would, when I'm doing things, I would just grab from. So I love these two work, and I think it looks pretty. So it's a little bit of editing. I have this whiteboard here. Again, it's not working here. It's not even attached to the wall. I've never made notes on it. I wanted to use it to make notes for videos, and so I'm not constantly, because usually I'll have this little book beside me and I write the notes in there, but then usually it sits here, so it just takes up another space. So I was thinking of using that whiteboard for taking some notes. I'll have to think about a solution for that. Anyway, that is for now. I'm gonna start clearing the desk, and maybe I'll use that whiteboard and make some notes what needs to be done. I need to figure out a solution for underneath here. Maybe lift this up a little bit from the table somehow to give me access in here, so I can have some extra tags and washies and stuff on the bottom here that I can just quickly grab when I'm decorating ephemera. And I definitely need to make little labels for my ink pads. That shouldn't be too hard. This definitely works. When I put my everything, I have everything plugged into this multi-plug here that's hiding here. And so when I start recording, I can just flip that switch. I'm not going to do it now because the lights might give a bad glare. But then everything goes on. I have my heat gun is set on. My heating tool is hanging here, which is perfect. And then if I need it during recording, I can use my heat gun. If not, then it didn't spill onto the cabinet there or made a mess of any sort. So that I do like. I'll probably keep that, and I'll keep that for sure because it's a switch of one light and my laptop goes on, and the two lights and the heat gun, which is just perfect. Anything else? Let me quickly scan. So yeah, I need to paint this because it's in terrible condition after the Ephemerember episodes. This needs to be painted. I'm going to paint this, find a solution for that on the bottom. Maybe add some white fabric on this just to make it look pretty. Plant a new plant. I have cleaned my desk, and now I think the first thing I need to figure out is to get something here underneath my little racks to lift it up a little bit so that I don't. I'm going to take this off. This table is an old table that I borrowed from somebody. I might cut those rubber mats smaller because it do help with, you know, that echo for when I'm recording. So what I thought might work, sorry about that noise, is if I don't want expensive solutions here because it's just temporary. So I found these pieces of wood that my husband cut down for me. So I'm thinking if I could maybe put them underneath, if that would work. This might be very noisy, I'm not sure. So let's see. Here's my rack. Move that a little bit forward. Okay, that might work. And then if I have the containers here, and what did I, oh, everything's on my, but I think this is higher than the lip for that tray that my husband made for me. So this is my solution, but I don't like how it looks, so I'm going to go and paint this white, and then I am also going to give my trays a fresh coat of paint, as well as paint that little container with the circles in it, because I think when it all looks white and bright and cohesive, it would, you know, it just all helps to, when you sit down, that you have a nice experience, if everything looks pretty. That's just me. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the painting, and then I can start reassembling my table. So I have made a list of things that I need to do for my new desk organization. And so first thing was to fix the shelf here, which I did. I painted the wood and I painted my trays, so I'm happy with that. And then I replaced the plant. I didn't show that on video, but it's done. So the next thing I want to do is decide how I want to add my inks to my shelf here, because I do use them a lot, And yes, they will probably not. Anyway, I will think about that. But for now, my first problem is the inks. When I have them on my shelf, I can't see their color. So I'm thinking I want to address that. So I just have all my inks here rather than just doing the couple that's on the shelf and redoing this whole process again. I'm just going to do, ooh, sorry for that terrible noise, going to do all of them. So I just have some Avery labels. This is 5160 if you're in Canada or America. I don't know if it's the same in other places like Europe, but I just want to cut them out. I think these are just the address labels, if I'm not mistaken, and decide on a size. I'm wondering, this is the label. That is actually, no, it's a little bit too big still. Just want to kind of get a template here. Yeah, that is better. So then what I'm going to do is just cut the labels this size. Get my glasses off so I can see what I'm doing. So I think if you cut that label into 3 pieces, yes, so, and the cat is hungry again, so she might be complaining. I'm sorry if she is making a lot of noise, but they are still not happy about their diet. They have lost a lot of weight, but they're still not 100% where we need them to be for them to be healthy, especially the little one, because she's only a year old and she's already with this rental house situation and they can't go outside. She's already gained a lot of weight. So anyway, there I have a template. So maybe I'll just cut a couple more of these. And then what I'm going to do, I don't need them this long, so maybe if I have them in half, that'd be enough. Yes, so let's cut all of these in half. I'll leave one as a template for the rest of my inks. My hands are still covered in white paint because I did do painting today and I was wearing gloves, but don't ask me how I got paint on my hands anyway. I didn't do this one. Looks way smaller than the rest of them, and this one, oh, it is bigger because it has that little lip there. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm not gonna do distress ink and oxide inks because the oxides have the gray and the distress the black, so I will see which is which just by looking at the ink container. But what I am going to do is just put my label in there, like just on the ink pad, and make sure it's totally covered, and I'm gonna leave them to dry. Where is my wipe? Let's do the next one. And this is not my idea. I've seen it on a couple of channels that they've done this, and I've been meaning to do this for the longest time, but I don't know if you organize like I do. So I'll get stuff in and I want to put it away, but it's not labeled. It's not this, it's not that. I needed to do this first before I do the next step, and then I actually don't get to doing anything. So I decided this time to take a more organized approach to all of this organizing. So let's do distress ones. I just want to clean my fingers in between, because I do not want my colors to get mixed up. Where's the one that I use a lot? No, browns and of course doesn't really matter, but I do want the ones that I want for this project done first. Oh, there. Anyway, what I was saying with my organization process is, so at the end when I've put stuff away, there's always something that I still want to do. So like for instance with this, oh, I still want to transplant that plant, but I just don't get to doing it. So that's why this time I decided to do even those little things, so that when I'm done with my recording table, I'll be happy with everything on here. And you know, maybe down the line I might have to change it again. That's okay. And I don't think I need to write the names on here. I think just this should be fine. Even though, like, if I'm looking at vintage photo, it's a way darker brown than what vintage photo would normally be. But I'm sure, just want to see if I can clean that up. These are all very dirty already because I'm using them a lot. So let's just clean them. And then they can dry. And it might be a good idea to clean them anyway before you try to stick these on. The stickers on the plastic, that's what I'm trying to say. And if I clean them now before, then they'll be dry enough to get the stickers on there. So let's do this one as antique linen, which I totally love. Anyway, so I'll be doing this for all the ink pads, and I'm going to, just because I'm in the middle of the process, I have everything out already, I'm going to do it for the inks, even the inks that I have that I won't have on this shelf, the inks that I will have in the my other craft room where I normally make journals and work, not necessarily record, because I don't have a window there. This is really dirty. Wow. Anyway, so I'm thinking hopefully this will give me an organized space at the end of the week. Even if it takes me a week to organize this space and get everything done that I want done, it will give me an organized space and not just a half organized space like I normally have. Okay, here's the 2 distress inks. Let me clean these containers off as well. I don't have as many distress inks as I have, or oxide inks as I have distress inks, because, oh, and I'm messing up my brand painted area. I might have to redo this after this, because I've just started actually playing with the oxide inks with the Ephemerember, and I really enjoyed that. So I think I want to play more with them for sure. I'm going to put vintage photo here kinda in the middle, and does this not look clean even though I cleaned it? See, and there's some hot glue on here. I'll leave that one to dry again. Let's try the oxide inks. This one is what? Mermaid Lagoon. It is a beautiful color. Fix it now because it will bug me. I'm going to do this and try to get my colors more or less at the same spot in the middle, so that when I have them all stacked up they will look pretty. Okay, and then vintage photo, where did you go? So let's do the same with these. And like I can go in and write the names on there if I want to, I think. Well, let's see if I need to in the long run. Oh my goodness, that is not the same at all. And maybe I shouldn't fuss about this too much. More or less is good. Anyway, so all the inks will be like that, and they'll be sitting like this. When I look at them from the front, I'll see them, you know, the colors on my desk. So that is the plan. I'm going to continue doing this for a little bit until I have all my inks labeled and I'm happy with them. I won't take you through the whole process. That'll take way too long. So the next step, after I did the inks, I need to organize the containers that I want to put in here, so I'll bring you back with that. But for now I'm gonna finish my ink project and I will come back. So here is my finished recording table. I have just a kitchen chair here because I still have to replace it with a office chair, but I'll probably just do that when we move in. For now, this is good enough. Down on the bottom here, I have a garbage can and a recycling can. And then on the bottom, I have my glass mat, my cutter, and then my felt mat for slow stitching when I'm recording. And then I have my heat gun here on one of those little 3M strips, and I also put the power bar here on one of those 3M Velcro strips. That way I simply put this on and everything is supposed to go on. Oh, I've just shut it off. Anyway, there, and I have these lights from Staples. I have two of them. You can charge your, maybe I'll show you this one. You can charge your phone by putting it on that little charging bar, and it has three settings, three different lights. I like the daylight one the best, and I can move them around for when I'm recording to change the lighting. And then behind there is the two soundproof or sound tiles that I painted white, and that huge leaf, look, it's almost as big as my hand, I picked up in Victoria in the fall, and I just had to put it up somewhere, so it's going on there. I have a candle here and some lotion, my laptop to mirror my image on my phone. Then I have the arm up on the shelf, and that's actually the whole reason I have the shelf, was to get the arm a little higher so I have more movement on how close or how far I'm recording. And then this I haven't folded yet, but this will have things like paper clips in, my little remote to start my phone, maybe small buttons and stamps and things, just to have some things on hand while I'm working. My glue gun, and it will be on the moment I switch the power bar on. And then in here I have again one of those Dollarama containers with the divider, and I have some strips for tag toppers and just little pieces of fabric. And then in this one I have lace and string, or yeah, little pieces of lace that I can use. And then on this rack I have my inks. This is not perfect because, say for instance, I want the bottom one there, I have to take all of them off. Whoops, see, and that happens all the time. I have to take them off and then use the bottom one, but for now, until I find a better system, this is what's gonna work. And I love the color coding there. Just have to put them back again. I think we did that together. And then on the bottom shelf I actually have empty containers, some hole reinforcers there at the moment, and a variety of washi tape. These has this little lip here, so I think I might change that out for the Dollarama ones. These ones I had, don't know where I bought these ones, but you just get stuck with that, so I might just change it out and put it on my other shelving. And this is still empty, and then the gesso is in there. And then I have the cart next to me, which we'll do next because I need to organize my cart. The cart next to me with my scissors and stuff inside. The tray that my husband made for me, so I can just, if I'm working on a journal and I want to record something different, I can just pick this up. I don't have two hands at the moment. Pick it up and move it to another table and then work on this table. It just works well. And my wipes, and in here I have some clamps, and I think, oh, and these I have the waxes in there because I use that a lot. I think the rest are pretty much still empty. Yes, I haven't put anything in here at all, but I do like little drawers. They can come out and I can just put them next to me while I'm recording. And then this tray, or this big glass bowl with just a lot of little pieces of fabrics again, and this is just decorative for now. So that is my recording table, the way it's set up at the moment. I'm pretty sure it might change again, but I do like it. It's next to the window, and it gives me a lot of extra room here, because that's always the problem. You don't have enough room, but when I'm using the cart, that it just frees up all that space to put stuff down while you're recording. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if this made any sense to you. I mean, you don't need to record videos to have more or less the same setup on a table. This is just a plastic table, nothing else. And I just put one of those soundboards because it was a huge board that I got for free from my friend. We could cut it up on top of the plastic table. Again, just for recording, it makes a hollow sound when you put stuff on the plastic table, so you don't necessarily need that. And yeah, so let me know if this was any help for you setting up your space, and we will continue organizing for a couple more weeks. I have another couple of things that I wanted to show you while I was organizing my room. Have a lovely day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.